Welcome to the Envision Broadcasting, the station designed to encourage, equip, and empower you for growth and success. Presents Dear Queens of Tomorrow, a show that shares the stories behind teenage girls who inspire, empower, and lead others. The Dear Queens of Tomorrow with the girls from Girl PowerUp Youth Group begins now.
Hi, how are you guys? My name is Deja and I'll be your host and interviewer today. Unfortunately, this will not be a permanent thing for me as I have work and school and everything that might mess up my chances of being host forever. So I was going to interview two of your main hostess today, but unfortunately one of them couldn't make it. But if they do happen to pop up anytime, I will be speaking to them and cutting off whatever we're talking about just to make sure you get an introduction of who they are and what they do. So, Heaven, hi, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm fine. Thanks for asking. So, today we'll be talking about, what you do for the Girls PowerUp Youth Group and your role and everything. So, could you answer that question for a few seconds?
Okay, so hey, you guys. My name is Heaven. I'm the president of Girls PowerUp Youth Group. And what we do in Girls PowerUp Youth Group, or my role in things, are to empower girls all over the world. And we just motivate girls. And we work with a lot of people during this process. So if you guys want to join, we'll show you guys how to join. And yeah.
That's great. So is there anything you're looking forward to being in this group? Meeting new people, talking to celebrities, and since we're a part of one of our mentors, I should say, I don't know how to put that, but one of our mentors are a part of John Maxwell team. Are you interested in going on trips for them and everything?
Yes, I would like to meet a lot of people while I'm in this organization. So I want to travel and speak to a lot of people, because I know it can help some people in the future. So that's really one of my main goals, is to go on trips and speak and just give people an insight of Girls PowerUp Youth Group.
All right. So, I didn't even introduce myself. Let me talk about myself a little bit because I'm conceited, Anyway. I am the vice president. So I go behind her, making sure everything's okay. Everybody's here, present. And if not, we just do whatever we have to do to get through with the projects or whatever we need to do. So while I'm doing that, I am making sure that she's on her toes. She does what she needs to do. Well, I'm supposed to. It's not always going to be like that, but I try my best. Not going to lie to y'all. Anyway, during this process, I basically want to travel because for my future plans, I want to be a photographer, traveling, taking pretty pictures of everything because it's what I love to do. So speaking of what I love to do, Heaven, what do you love to do for your future?
For my future, I want to be a cosmetologist. So a lot of girls don't feel comfortable in their own skin. And as a cosmetologist, some girls like to do their hair, some girls like to do their nails. So I can help girls feel more positive about themselves. If they feel they aren't beautiful, which every girl is beautiful, you can make them feel beautiful. But I just want y'all to know every girl is beautiful in their own way, inside and out. So I want to be a cosmetologist.
That's great. It's great. So should we touch up on the topics of Girls PowerUp Youth Group, how we're going to do this stuff during quarantine? Because I know it's hard to get out and do a lot of physical things, like going on field trips, doing things like that. So some of the things that we've done in the past.
Some of the things we've done in the past for Girl PowerUp Youth Group was we went to a college fair, and that was super fun. We passed out flyers, got some girls to join, and that was fun. We checked out different colleges, and we just got a little insight of different colleges. So if you guys don't know what college you want to go to, and you want to join the group, you just hit us up, and we'll help you guys again. So, yeah.
And I think Our Instagram is the same as our name. It's Girls PowerUp Youth Group, is it?
Yeah, it's Girls PowerUp Youth Group.
Okay, yeah, it is the same as our name, so it'd be easy to find. But we also did talk with America's Super Nanny, I'm pretty sure she was. She was a great person. Mm-hmm. So we didn't do that in person, unfortunately, but we did talk to her on a Zoom call. I think that's on our Facebook, probably on the BOL Facebook, the Bossed Up Leaders Facebook, most likely. And she was nice. She actually talked to us about things that parents could do in her book. I don't remember the name of it, unfortunately, but it's okay because you guys can look it up on the Facebook channel. So I think we're done with the interview since, nobody else is here, but we can jump on the topic of friendship.
Yes.
So let me put it up real quick. All right, so the topic is, what makes a good friend?
For me, what makes a good friend? I would say trust, because without trust, you can't really build any kind of relationship, because you have to be able to trust people with like secrets. Say if you tell them, they won't go behind your back and tell somebody else. So that's a big role in friendship. And I feel like everybody should have that character. So when they meet new people, they should make the person feel like they're trustable, basically. So back to you.
For me, what makes a good friend, I can't talk to anybody if we have nothing in common. Like, if I don't like what you like and you don't like what I like, that's just not going to be a good friendship. We're just going to bump heads on everything. And if not bumping heads, we're just going to have good but unequal conversations, because like sometimes people do have superiority complexes and they're like, hey, I'm bigger, I'm better, this is better than whatever you have going on. But if that's not the case, then yeah, it would be communication and trust. Because like if I can't communicate with you and I don't want to talk to you for most of my day, I don't think we can be friends.
Right, like communication, that's like another big factor that you need, because if you guys get in an argument and there's no communication, then the friendship just basically won't work, and the friendship was just build it on like whatever you build it on. I can't really speak. Okay.
So like, I think what she was trying to say is, if y'all just have a common goal like K-pop and y'all talk about it and be like, oh, I really like this person, that's all y'all have to talk about. Y'all don't communicate on your feelings or anything like that. You don't trust them to come out to your feelings or anything. And if you had something go on in your household and you don't feel like talking about it, or at school and you don't feel like talking about it with your family, and you can't even go to your friends, that's just not okay in my book.
Right.
So did you have anything else to say about good friends and anything?
No, I think that's touched on all the basic traits.
All right. So what makes a bad friend?
Oof.
For me, I feel like a bad friend is somebody that puts their things or whatever they have going on before whatever you have going on. Like you say, oh, my dog just died. And then they'll be like, oh, my dog died a year ago. You want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Like, why did I have to hear about your dog dying for you to care about my dog dying?
Exactly. So it's just, you can't be, basically, so you just, if somebody said, like what they should say, if somebody says, oh, my dog died, and you turn back and say, my dog died like a year ago, that's just not going to work, because they're hurting and you just throw your dog, basically your dog on top of it.
You're just one-upping each other for no reason. So with that being said, also a bad friend to me is, I'd say somebody who doesn't want to communicate. Like they'd be like, okay, whatever. And then walk all over you. And it's continuous and it always goes and goes and goes. At that point, I'm going to have to cut them off. Because I don't want to sit there and listen to your problems and you can't talk to me, or you can't just sit down and have a conversation about whatever you have going on and whatever I have going on. And it's like not a 50-50 thing. It's just 100-0.
Right. Okay. So when you meet somebody, what traits do you look for in them? So what traits do you look for in a friend?
In a friend, again, they have to have my interest. If they don't have my interest, I'm gonna just look at them and probably walk away. But that's not the only thing I look for. If you have some type of aurora, I don't know what it is, but like if you go up to school and you look at some person and like you just been looking at them the whole time and they cool or whatever to other people, you're like, oh, I want to be their friend because they're treating other people how you want to be treated. And you're like, that's cool. That's nice. I want to be their friend. But if it's some other type of thing and they're just sitting there quiet, I'll be like, okay, they're a quiet person. They don't want to talk to anybody. I might just be their friend and see what they're about.
Right. So for me, a trait that I look for is really, I would like to meet the person. So we would have a conversation and I would get insight of what their mindset is on. And if their mindset is like, it's just on the wrong track. So say you want to do something, like say you want to be an engineer, but you're not putting your mind to it. It just doesn't, our friendship just won't click. Because I like to have friends that want goals and will have goals and want things for themselves. So that's just one trait for me that I feel like everybody, well, not everybody, but some people should have.
See, that's good though, because like everybody's different and doesn't have their same traits. Because somebody else could be like, oh, they have to be pretty, which is shallow, but like people are like that. People are shallow. That's life. That's whatever. Like, but at least don't try to say it like that. Try to say it in a nice way. Oh, they were nice. They were pretty. So I like them a little bit more. Yeah. But that's perfectly fine if your traits aren't somebody else's traits and somebody else's traits are yours. And I think that's about it for us too. So if you could marry any celebrity, who would it be and why?
This is a question. For me, it would be probably Michael B. Jordan. Why Michael B. Jordan, I might ask? Because I just like his personality. And it's just, he's a giving person, and you can see that in the way he does things. So like what he posts, his interviews, you can see that he's a giving person and a caring person, and he cares about his surroundings. So yeah, my celebrity would be Michael B. Jordan.
See, I'm gonna be picked on because I do like the K-pop thing and anything like that. So people might not know how to pronounce his name, but his name is Shinyel. He's just cute. I just like him. He's also bubbly. He's a bubbly person. He likes animals. He's just a musician. I just like music. That's just me. Nobody else has to like it. That's what I like. So, yeah, I think that's it.
Okay. So since we touched on this topic, the next subject would be, what do you look for in a significant other?
Sadly, I do not want happily, I do not want a significant other.
Yes, guys, we're not looking.
I'm not looking. Probably won't look for a minute. Don't need one. Think it's stupid. But I mean, other people can have one and keep them forever and marry and have nice things. I should be invited to the wedding. Yes. Because I do like cake. I love cake. Unless it's chocolate. Please don't get a chocolate wedding cake. That's disgusting. But yeah, that's just me.
All right. Now with me, I would say my mindset is not like everybody else's. So I'm 15. So I'm not looking for a significant other. Probably will not start looking until like my late 20s, because I feel like I'm still finding myself. I'm only 15. So if you jump into a relationship and you haven't found yourself and you don't know what you like or anything, somebody could pressure you into doing stuff. And I'm just not that type of person to jump into a relationship and I don't know myself yet, because I'm still finding myself. So that's really just me. But yeah, that's it for this.
All right, so now we're going to go into commercial break. We'll be right back. I know you'll miss me, but you'll see us on this commercial. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoy.
Bossed Up Lead Hers Incorporated is a 501c3 nonprofit corporation with a mission to eliminate stereotypes amongst women and girls in the workplace, schools, and communities, while providing a sanctuary to produce intentional growth, success, and significance. Generate essential resources to elevate women and girls to an entrepreneurial mindset and executive leadership. Our amazing team of regulars and part-time volunteers are committed to helping others. We take our convictions and turn them into action. Think you would be a good fit? Get in touch for more information. If you wish to find out more or donate to help with our cause, go to bossdupleadhers.org.
Girl PowerUp is a youth group of adolescent girls that supports the empowerment of girls everywhere. Since its launch in 2020, the group has incorporated programs that promote the health, safety, education, and leadership of girls around the U.S. and are building a community that will lead to international associations. Our youth leaders will grow to represent Girl PowerUp youth groups in various countries, where they stand up, speak up, and rise up to support the hardest to reach girls living in places where it is hardest to be a girl. Find out more by visiting our website at girlpowerup.org.
Okay, so that was a little bit more about our group and I'd say parent group. So our parent group. That was about both of our groups and what we do and how you can join. And that's it. Yeah. Yep, that's it. Anyway, back on our topic. We were talking about the relationship thing, right?
It was friendships. We didn't get, relationship. It was such on top of relationship.
Okay. So, my next question to you, would you date somebody older or younger?
Me, but when I get older, I'll personally date somebody older because
She's gonna be a sugar baby.
No, I didn't say all that. No. I would say I would, but it would be like at a certain limit. So if I'm like 21, my cutoff would be like 25, 24.
See, not to knock nobody grind. I didn't mean to like say that, but not to knock nobody grind. If you a sugar baby, be a sugar baby. Do what you gotta do. Do what you gotta do. Just don't catch nothing. That's it. That's all I got for you. But I wouldn't date nobody. But if it's just me at a bar when I'm 21, can drink or whatever, I think I go. It doesn't matter, honestly. It probably doesn't matter. For me, it doesn't matter. But yeah.
Okay. The next question is, who are your superheroes and what do you admire about them?
My superheroes. I don't got no superheroes. I'd say Violet from The Incredibles. The one that can turn invisible. That's not the what? Oh, that's not the thing. Oh, so you weren't talking about superheroes. No. Superheroes. You were talking about. Yeah. But anyway, on top of the superheroes, I still like Violet because she could poof in and poof out anywhere. But my superheroes. That's hard. Honestly, I have no clue.
Okay. For me, I would say my superheroes. So, just to shout out my auntie, my mama, Tiffany, and the whole organization, really. So I would say they're my superheroes. Why? They have a certain drive. So if they want something, they go get it. And my mom and my auntie, they were single parents. My mom was.
Okay, see. My mom, she's a single parent. Well, our mother, because we're sisters or siblings. But our mother, she's a single parent. She's been doing this all by herself. Heaven, this is your superheroes.
I know, I just got mixed up.
But
okay,
our auntie, we're not going to talk about love lives here, but like she has a husband. She's good, but she basically half and half raised her kids. So she raised most of the time her kids, and everybody was just in the background because that's just usually how it is. If there's an on and off relationship in a household, there's usually one person that keeps their kids going, basically. So, Heaven, continue.
All right. And for my mom, I would say she's my superhero because she has a good heart. A lot of people won't know that because she has a shell. Yeah, she has an outer shell. Mm-hmm. But once you get to really know her, she has a good heart. And my auntie,
she makes 6 figures, so yeah. I'd say I need to get paid soon. That's what I say.
I admire her because that drive I was talking about. Everybody has a drive, like my mom and my auntie. If they want something, they go get it. And I just admire both of them for that. So, leading into the next question.
Oh, me and my superheroes? I still don't know. I honestly have absolutely no idea. I'm not the family mushy gushy type person. I don't know, honestly.
So no celebrities? No celebrities?
Nope, I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
So, for leadership, what do you feel about that? Like the word, how it goes, like your definition of leadership.
Leadership. I would say it's a lot of aspects for leadership. So for me, I feel like leadership is you standing up for like what you want, and you have to be able to put your mind to something and you do it. So you can't just say you want to do something and not do it. Because if you have like somebody looking up to you and they see that, then they could think like, oh, I could just quit or I could just give up because this person gave up. But it's not like that. So you have to really, one aspect is go after what you want, because you have role models that might want to look up to or might look up to you, and you have to set an example. So what do you think a leader is?
A leader to me, I feel like a person that can hold their own. Like if somebody sits there and tries to bash their business, they'll be like, okay, that's cool, but my business can speak for itself. You don't need to speak for me.
Right.
My stuff can speak for itself. I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to do what I got to do, whether people follow me or not. That's what I think a leader is. But speaking on businesses and everything, Heaven, how are you doing, and what's your business and everything, since you know you have one and everything on that?
I would say it's a real struggle. For me, things that I learned from having a business is you can't go into business without having a business plan. That's the most important thing you can have. And I feel like you just have to be mentally prepared for a business, because if you go into a business and you're just not mentally prepared, your mind won't be on your business. So it won't be fully directed on your business. And that's what you want. You want to be fully committed and you want to put your energy into your business. So besides that, my business is going good. My business is called Glossy Melanin Beauty, and we sell cosmetics, body shimmer, and everything. So it's going very well. And yeah.
speaking on that topic, I do have a pending business. Let's just say that. As she said, you do have to put all of your energy, time, thought in it, and I am not that kind of person. Sadly, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I am not that kind of person. I will sit there, look at it, stare at it, say I'm gonna do one thing, and then stop. I'm gonna just stop and then do something else. But I really do need to get back into what I'm doing, start doing it well. Once I do get back into it, because I do save a lot of money. I'm a big person on saving money. I like saving. If anything can go on my savings account, I'll put half in there, 70%. Most of my money is in my savings account. Right now I'm saving for a car, so nothing else matters. So that's my thing. But my business is basically a service. I am providing photography. Basically, that's it. Photography, making sure people get shirts if they need one. I'm just a big person on creative things. So I'll make a shirt for you, and then I'll turn around and take your photo. I'll sit there and make a flyer for you, turn around, take your business pictures. That's the person or my business, what my business is around, basically. After that, yeah.
Okay, so, we're in school and everything. So as of right now, we're on remote learning. So do you like remote learning more than face-to-face learning?
Absolutely not. No.
Why?
That's all, no.
Why?
That's all, no. Because I just don't. I can't get a grasp on what I need to do because I'm just cheap. I ain't gonna tell y'all that's good, but honestly, what you do is cheap. That is it. But I'm not gonna sit there and pay that much attention because I'm not in class. I'm in my own bed. I'm at home. I'm not productive. I'm not out somewhere where I feel like I should be more productive. Like, sadly, I don't have a car, but if I had a car, most likely I'd be going to Barnes & Nobles because that's the place I actually want to do my work. I'm actually productive. It's like school, but not really. So I'm more of an in-person. I'm looking at you. You're looking at me. You're making sure I'm doing my work because I will fall off sometimes, most of the time. But, yeah, that's just it.
All right.
Answer the question.
I was about to say for me.
Okay.
So for me, it's a 50-50.
I'm sorry. She had to drink some juice. She had to get her throat lubricated. Lubricated. Right. That's a big word. I don't know how to spell lubrication.
All right. So for me, it's like a 50-50. So I can do my work online, but it's like when you submit 10 assignments, you just think you're all done and whatever. You're not, because they end up putting like 15 more assignments in there and it's due by 11:59. So that's a big issue for me. And it just doesn't work. The timing just doesn't work.
Yeah, that too. Because then again, teachers don't have to put in as much effort as they used to grading papers as they do now because technology and everything, and they trying to learn how to use it. So while they're using it and they get the grasp of it, it's less work for them and more work on us. They just assignment. That's it. They grade it. They don't even grade it. Like the computer grades it for them. And I don't think they understand that, but I think they do understand that at the same time.
And I just feel like a lot of kids, some kids may be homeless, so they don't have those resources, and you have to have your camera up is what they do. So you have your camera on and you may be homeless, not saying everybody's homeless, but it's like that kid may feel embarrassed of their surroundings. So it's just like, not saying remote learning is bad, but they can at least try to fix the rules of having your camera on, because a lot of people just don't have a good environment, or they're not like, what is the word? they don't want to show their environment. So, yeah.
I know that's one of the problems. But then again, there's also a problem with self-esteem.
Right.
And you're not going to build nobody's self-esteem if everybody looking at you. And these kids are ruthless. They going to take a video of you with your hair messed up and then post it.
Right.
Now what done happened? Their self-esteem is lowering even more. Because you decided that you wanted to bring that child with self-esteem issues into a camera that they didn't want to be in.
Right.
Think about that. Anyway.
And then it's like, when you don't have your camera on, they count you absent when you're in class.
Oh, man, do I have a story for y'all. Anyway, we're not going to go on story times because that is not the topic of this thing. Anyway, back to business and everything like that. So what are the tools you need to be in a business? Like, what are they?
I would say you have to be financially stable. So, me, in this case, I was not. So I built my business on I took a class and I was like, I took a class and I was like, okay, I'm gonna start my business. So I got my little money. It was like $100. Started my business with it. And then come to find out, you need more money to fund the business. So it's like, you just need to be financially stable to take care of your business because you can fall into debt or that's just not what you want. Second thing I would say, relating back, the business plan. Because if you don't have a business plan, then your business is just not going to work out unless you that smart or you can do it or you're just like that. It's just not going to work.
I'm built different.
What do you think your business should be?
The tools for business. For me, because most of my stuff does deal with photography, I'd say already have something in your pocket. Already have some pictures you've taken, some pictures you've liked, and your editing software and what you know you can work with in your pocket. It doesn't have to cost money. It doesn't have to be expensive because some of the editing software that I use is free. It's an app. I figured out how to use it, and I used it well. I used my stuff. I used my resources. So while I'm using my resources, I'm trying to get money for a different camera or a new camera or for setups like backdrops and everything like that, because that is one thing that is probably essential for a photography business. Now, if you're a freelance photographer, then you just take pictures of nature or whatever you see around you. But for portraits and things like that, you kind of do need a backdrop because it sets a little bit of a standard for your work and what you're trying to do. And also back to the budgeting thing and how I like to save money. Save your money. Budget what you need. Honestly, have a plan, like Kevin said. So if you're in a little bit of debt, because this isn't just for kids and everything, because some 18-year-olds decided they wanted to get a credit card and they a little bit in debt because they didn't keep up on their stuff. Fix your credit, and then go through all the steps that you need to take. Like your job, how much money do you get monthly on the regular, but be stagnant with it. Put a little bit less down there, because if you make more than that and then your next paycheck is less than that, then it's just inconsistent. So do something that you know you make every month and build off of that. Make sure you know how much you're about to save, how much you're going to save, and how much you're going to spend on yourself. Now, if you want to put your entire paycheck on there, it's helpful, but that's only if you don't have the responsibilities of an actual person that pays bills or car loans and things like that. So, yeah, that's all. That's all I have to say.
Okay, leading into the next question. Who is your favorite artist at the moment in the music industry?
You can answer first because I'm thinking about it.
Me, I would say Polo G. Why? Because every song he makes it's just amazing. So his personality is really what I like about his music, because a lot of his music is based on true stories and true events. And it's just his music is like, I don't want to say compared to Tupac because it's not, but it goes hand in hand because Tupac's music meant something to people, and I feel like Polo G's music means something to people. So it's like it's all in the lyrics basically. So what about you?
Honestly, I have a lot of artists. I'm not a one-trick pony. I don't just do trap. I don't do all that. Honestly, I don't do trap. But if I have to, I'll listen to something. But I have absolutely no idea. Probably Willow Smith. I listen to her probably on daily, mainly because it's just I like her vibe. It's like an Erykah Badu vibe. Like it's just that kind of thing to me. Lauryn Hill, Erykah Badu, all those spiritual type people I like listening to because it puts you in a calming mood. I just like to be calm, sit in my room, listening to them. And sometimes it's not so calming. It's like, oh, I'm going to get up and do something. It's kind of productive music if you listen to it at the right time. So, yeah, that's it. That's my artist. I don't want to go back on the school topic because then it'll turn into a story time. But
yeah, I got a lot of stories for school.
Ooh, where do you want to be in 20 years?
Where do I want to be in 20 years? This might sound cliche, but I want to be rich in 20 years. Why? Because I feel like I'll be successful in 20 years. I'm 15, have my own business. My mindset is not, I'm not saying like, yeah, my mindset is I get it now or I either don't get it. So it's just, yeah, I just feel myself being rich, having a Tesla, I'm driving a Tesla. But where do you see yourself in 20 years?
In 20 years, I'm very specific. I want to be in Vienna, Austria. Okay, Vienna, Austria. That's in Germany. I want to be there taking pictures of all of the churches, libraries, all the big extravagant places, speaking in a different language, speaking in German. So why I want to be there, it's just pretty. I really like pretty things and being able to feel like I want to go outside because I'm tired of being in the house after all of this. I kind of want to go outside and go walking, but the places, let's just say this, the places that I'm in, they shape basically how I'm feeling. Like where I'm at right now, I'm just like, I don't want to be here. I don't like it. I got to go. I got to leave. So once I do leave and I'm gone and I got to do what I got to do, then 20 years after that, I want to be happy. I want to be happy where I am. I want to sit down, look outside, sip some coffee like the modern white people do in movies and do what I got to do. That's just it. Yeah. That's it in 20 years. I'm going to just go to commercial break because we need another topic. And this is a very long show. So we'll be right back after the break.
Girl PowerUp provides certified leadership training, skill building, personal development, and networking possibilities. We offer free courses for learning professional skills for career advancement, various field trip opportunities for building cultural understanding and diversity, workshops for empowerment and mindset, self-care and support activities. Our goal is to empower our young women with the necessary leadership skills to succeed in whatever career or business they choose. Join us by visiting our website at girlpowerup.org.
Glossy Melanin Beauty, LLC cosmetic and body care line, is operated by a teen entrepreneur that provides you with lip gloss and lip oils that will leave your lips looking, smelling, and feeling amazing. Their products give your lips the beauty and the shine they deserve with lasting hydration. For those non-lipstick wearers, Glossy Melanin Beauty offers several amazing colors if you want to add a little color and shine to your lips. Try out their body oils and body scrubs that will leave your body full of shimmer, feeling soft and moisturized. You can contact Glossy Melanin Beauty, LLC at mshake.ke/glossy melanin beauty.
All right, so we're back. And I thought of a topic while the things are going on and how we were talking about our business and our group and everything is based off of people and finding themselves and how beautiful they are. So this is going to be something about how you can try and boost your self-esteem. Heaven?
So for me, I do not want it like, for me, I've always been this positive person. Sometimes I'm not, but most of the time I'm a positive person. So I would say I've always had self-confidence, or what was it?
Self-esteem.
Yeah, self-esteem. So if you want to build your self-esteem, I would say maybe write like a quote down or something that makes you feel beautiful or anything that you can find. Write it down on a sticky note, put it on your mirror, and look at yourself every day and read that quote. And you'll start to like believe it, even though, well, yeah, you'll start to believe it. So that's one of the tips I have.
For me, self-esteem, I'm the complete opposite. Now, again, like I say, every 2 seconds, I'm not finna lie to y'all. My self-esteem is not the highest in the room. Well, isn't that a song? I'm sorry. My self-esteem is not the highest in the room. So, a thing that I probably try to start doing, if I don't like something, fix it. Now, I'm not saying get plastic surgery and stuff like that, because that's expensive and I can't afford it. But even if I could, I probably wouldn't, because there are ways to fix it naturally. Now, like working out or something like that, if you don't like the body fat that you got, or you don't like your figure, fix it in ways that you can. Like,
some people can't fix.
I know some people can't, but like, the thing is, I'm not finna tell you what to do with your body. I'm not finna tell you how to control it. If you feel the need that it's your body, you do what you want with it, and you feel like this one thing is the only thing you can do it. Now, again, I'm not you and you're not me. So with that being said, I personally would not do that. But that is one thing that is in a lot of people's social media and things like that. And it's also a factor of how people feel about themselves. So also another thing you can do is go off the grid. Go off the grid for about a good month and see how you feel after that. If you feel more confident, if you're feeling like, oh, I'm not as sad as I was, or I feel great, I feel wonderful, keep doing that. Have yourself a whole week to yourself. Pamper yourself, basically. Just pamper yourself. And that's all I have to say on that topic.
And another thing is, things that can really help you is being more positive. Because even if you don't like the skin that you're in, you have to be positive. Because in the end, it'll just manage to, eat you up. So I would say just be positive, love the skin you're in, and yeah. So now that we're in this woman empowerment topic, so I'm going to throw a quote out there, and you guys can interpret it how you guys want to interpret it. So I would say, what does this quote mean to you? I never dreamed about success, but I worked for it. Or I never dreamed about success, I worked for it.
Oh, well, I'm supposed to answer. What
does it mean to you?
The quote is self-explanatory to me. You work for what you want.
Right.
If you're not working for it, you don't want it bad enough.
Right.
Basically, that's what the parent group basically tells us every day. If you wanted it, you would work for it. And that's what we're going to give you.
Right.
Now,
you got to work with you.
Whatever you have, work with it. Right. If you got a penny to your name, you better invest in that penny till you can't no more.
So yeah, that's basically it. Really, you just gotta put your mind to anything. If you have a dream, you gotta put your mind to that dream. You just gotta go after it. Nobody else is gonna do it for you, so you gotta be the one to motivate yourself. Get up every morning and go get the dream you want. So,
all right. Was this about women empowerment? Or was this something completely? Okay. All right. Since we are women empowerment, how do you feel about feminism?
Explain that more.
All right. So let's say there's a riot because somebody decided not to wear their t-shirt or a bra outside. Now, the feminists, a bunch of feminists, yes, they do riot on this basic topic. Now, on that note, feminism, I feel like it can go one of two ways. You're either for it or you're not. But it can also go another way. I'm in between, like, because yes, women do get paid less than men. Yeah. It's a fact.
But some women make more than men.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But if you're working in a corporate job, you could sit there and see that a woman is making less than that man, and they're doing the exact same job, and she's probably working way harder.
That's for some jobs. We're not saying all jobs. But
right, for some jobs, right. Some corporate jobs. But that's one thing that I'm on completely the feminist side on. So I don't see the purpose. Like, we're in 2020 and y'all still think y'all are superior. Now, a woman could push out a child, a living, breathing thing. We are bringing life into your world. And you gonna tell me I am not worth this extra penny that this man is getting. Now that's a problem.
Yeah, I feel like on this topic, I can't really speak on it because I'm just, I just feel like I can't speak on it. So the next topic we're going to touch on, since we're talking about female empowerment, is lead by example. And how do you take that?
How do I take lead by example?
Mm-hmm.
Again, a self-explanatory quote.
I mean, it's not a quote, but like, what do you feel you should do to lead by example, basically? So, like,
what I need to, I'm just doing what I gotta do. This is basically like a conversation we have at home, which we are at home, but still, this is just, I do what I gotta do. If you want to follow, that's great. If you don't, that's great. Don't speak on it. I'm doing what I gotta do. You do what you gotta do. We all cool. Now, how do you feel about that?
Lead by example. I just feel like as a young girl being put in this position, I feel like you got a lot of people looking at you. And a lot of people might not like you, but a lot of people might look up to you. So the people that look up to you, you have to lead. You have to be their leader. You have to be their leader. So they might see what you're doing, relating back to what we said in the beginning. They might see what you're doing, and so they see what you're doing. If you're doing a positive thing, they see that, and they take that, and they go do a positive thing. But if you're doing a bad thing, and they see that, they could be like, oh, this is fine because she did it. But that's not how it works. So.
Oh, okay. So I'm gonna probably push y'all on to some YouTubers. So their name is Josh and Essie. And one thing that they said, they were like, some girls one thing that Essie said, which was the female in their relationship, she was like, girls lower their standards because of social media and what they're seeing. Right. So let's say a dude is treating her like mess. He cheated on her 1,000 times, but he bought her a yacht. And she stayed because of that yacht.
Right.
Now, that's a problem. That is a major problem, like she said. But get it how you live. Again, get it how you live. But then again, for me, that is a major problem because there are probably a bunch of people out there for you, and you choose this one because he bought you a yacht. What is that yacht gonna do with you? Do for you while you in your deathbed? You can't take it in there with you. You're just gonna get crushed. Now, I don't understand that topic or that mindset for people. But then again, she did mention a good point about making a list for yourself before you go out and find a partner. That list consists of things that you want for yourself physically and mentally. You don't got to lower your standards physically. If that's what you want, that's what you want. You won't go get it.
Right. So, do you have any more topics or anything you want to touch on?
I don't think I have anything else to touch on for this one, because again, I'm better. I'm the best thing here, better than everybody. Let me stop. I'm not. Oh. I'm not. But yeah, I think that's it for this session. Sadly, we could not have one of our wonderful people coming in, but there will be more people on this podcast, and you'll be introduced to them when they come in and everything like that. Tune in every Saturday afternoon because we will be here. Well, I might not be here. I'm a little stagnant. I got a job. I got to work. But I'm a little stagnant. But whenever I'm here, I'm here. So Heaven will be here most of the time because she is a main host. And another female named Angel, she will be here most of the time because she is also a main host. So, yeah. And that's that. You guys have a great one, and we'll see you next time. Have a say bye. You can't be
bye. Bye, you guys.
Thank you for listening to Dear Queens of Tomorrow, where the Girl PowerUp Youth Group speaks with future queens, teen entrepreneurs, influencers, and motivators who share their journeys in person and entrepreneurial growth, empowerment, and mindset tips, girl talk, self-care, and keys of success that will empower you to be your best self. Follow Girl PowerUp on social media at Girl PowerUp at bossdupleadherz.org and visit www.girlpowerup.org. Remember to be intentional and be empowered and have a great day on purpose.